I've heard good things. I've heard beautiful things. I've heard glorious things. Let's see just how much of it is true. What's up, guys? All here, and here we are to do a breakdown and discussion / live reactions. I actually haven't looked at it, of Arthur Pendragon's analysis on Versus Battle Wiki. I'm intrigued. I've been told for a hot minute now that Versus Battle Wiki finally started to give Seven Deadly Sins a little bit of respect, and I've seen it in some other visuals so far. But Arthur's the most interesting, for Arthur's the origin of all the upper power levels through his connection to chaos. So let's see just how chaotic things are about to get. Editing me, are you ready?
3, 2, 1, go! What's up, guys? That guy with a pencil here. In fact, I do have it on me. I keep it on me at all times. And another fun fact.
I'm not doing that voice for the entire video. Notably, it doesn't actually hurt my throat that much, which surprises me. Back in the day, you know, that's what having to sing tenor, despite being a bass, does to you. When you have to do that for multiple days, multiple months at a time, your higher register just becomes another part of your voice. Now it doesn't even bother me. How sad is that? It doesn't
even bother me to go this high. I can't speak like this for an entire video. I won't.
Because even I would go insane. And I'm the one doing the darn voice. But with that being the case, let's actually hop into it. I'm intrigued. I heard something about a star. Something about a system of multiple. I don't know. Let's see. Arthur Pendragon. No, not to ties. Okay, what keys we got? We got bass. Okay, with Excalibur. Ooh, partial chaos absorbed with Excalibur. Full chaos absorbed. 4 knights. Okay. Ooh, interesting. No multiple keys for 4 knights though. So we don't have base Arthur, chaos Arthur, and then chaos manifested Arthur. I do think those do matter, because like it's noted in the Lancelot fight that there are levels to it. Like chaos will intervene if it thinks base Arthur isn't enough, and it didn't do that against Mel, but it did that against Lance. So once again, if you want to do those Lance v Arthur arguments, but let's actually take a look. Let's actually take a look. We'll do a quick scan. We'll do a quick scan. Lord, a quick scan of everything. Let's see. Arthur Pendragon, legendary Tina King, blah 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 blah. Nanashi is revealed that Arthur, a hero chosen. Yeah. Regular summary. Let's see. Tier 7B, 4A, 6A with Excalibur. Okay, interesting. Possibly far higher. Okay. At least 5A with Chaos. That's planetary, I do think. Let me see. At least 5C. At least 5A with Chaos. 4A with Creation. Creation. But you know what? I'll take planetary. You know what? Honestly, yo, if y'all have been here for a minute, especially on the channel, if y'all have been here for a minute, y'all know that they had Seven Deadly Sins capped at like large island level, dog. I'll take whatever I can get, my G. But I'm interested to see that, the reasoning for it, and the speed. But let's take a look. Yep. Age 16, 32 after time skip. 34 now. Well, so this clearly doesn't. But then again, we haven't seen Arthur post time skip, so I understand why they don't acknowledge that. But technically, he is 34 now, because we have the 16-year time skip plus the 2-year time skip that currently took place in 4 nights. But once again, Arthur hasn't appeared yet. I get why they haven't updated it. He doesn't have any new feats to really talk about. Origin of Natsudo Taizai. Human. Okay, obviously we don't care about that. Chaos King. Yeah, let's see the big ones. Multiple cells. Chaos lives inside him. Oh, okay, I guess, yeah. Enhanced senses. Chaos allows. Yep, see everything. Immortality. Weird immortality, though. Like, kind of booty immortality. I really hope. Like, Nakaba ended up soft nerfing Arthur heavy. Like, it's so much of not even a soft nerf, it's kind of a hard nerf. The fact that Arthur can die is so whack. Like, I was hoping he'd at least get that Cath base level pseudo-immortality, or like super immortality. Because technically, Merlin describes Cath's immortality is even better than Bond's ever was. And we know Bond was already insane. Like, he could regenerate from a puddle of blood. But apparently, Chaos will leap out to defend Arthur if it thinks Arthur's actually in danger of getting got. Which implies that Arthur can get got, which is a massive nerf for him. But I'll take a little bit of immortality. Regeneration, high mid, scale from Cath. Yeah. Once again, though, this all comes into contention because of 4 Knights. Before the Lance fight, I definitely would have just gone with this, but now it's questionable. Mid-high, transcends life and death itself. Yep. With the manipulation, Arthur gets. Yep, he uses chaos. Yep, exactly. Reality warping. Yep, W reality warping. Transmutation. Yup. Spitting. Self-sustenance. Yeah, that's true. Huh. I forgot about that. I wonder if he can't. I wonder if we're ever going to see Arthur just, chilling in space. Like, are we ever going to see that? Let's see. who can survive in space as being immortal, can survive without nutrition. Light manipulation, darkness manipulation, yup. The regular Negula, absorption and power absorption, yup. He can nibble on people. Creation, yeah. Create a world from nothingness. Spatial manipulation, yup. Cut through dimensions. Precognition, mind manipulation, illusion creation, using the power of chaos. Cath can see possible future. Yup. Pocket reality manipulation, even Cath after. Yup. Summoning. Okay, so they got like pretty much every single one of his abilities. Like I don't think anything's really missing here. I guess you could say like pseudo biological alteration, but even then they kind of have that covered under transmutation and energy manipulation. Weapon creation and paralysis inducement can bring forth weapons in reality, which called yeah. Okay, so the abilities are looking nice and clean, nice and buttery. Resistances, what resistances they got? Same as before, resistant to cold manipulation, radiation manipulation, scale from chaos, yup, accurate, life manipulation, death manipulation, yup, time stop and curse manipulation, superior to Cath who can resist Moro's time stop spell. That's debatable though. I mean, I guess you know what, because it's an alternate future, technically it's not, but it just would take a while. Like, notably, it's implied that you could still time stop Arthur and like any of the chaos beings, just that they would break out eventually. We don't know why Cath broke out in that one alternate timeline, because unless Merlin randomly died, he shouldn't have. But let's see. My manipulation, illusion creation, yup. Chaos protected Lancelot's ability to read my... that's true. Well, not necessarily protected. That's a little bit different. What happened is, Chaos doesn't have a mind. Since it's a conglomeration of power that sort of just acts autonomously, Lance can't read its mind, meaning he couldn't read its attacks. And that didn't stop Lance from reading Arthur's attacks, because that's the whole thing. Lance is noted to be, you're good, but you ain't as good as your Uncle Mel, because you ain't like that for real. You know, you still struggle a little bit with your boy. You know what it's talking about? You had to read my mind. So I don't think he has resistance to mind manipulation or illusion creation. I still think he is susceptible to that. But once again, 50-50. Depends on how you interpret that. Poison manipulation, showing the ability to remove all poison. Yep, that's true. Excalibur, irrelevant. He can with Excalibur utilize all his powers. Alright, here's the main thing. Pre-resurrection, thank you. I think it was way back when. I think I did like the Meliodas revamp. I completely forgot that you collapsing a mountain does not make you mountain level. I'm sorry, I'm very basic. I need to get my calc skills up. So yeah, city level makes sense. Once again, the only thing you can really do to get like mountain level early 7 sins, even then you could argue Arthur doesn't scale to that, is like Gideon. Like that's about it. Like there are multiple calcs for that. I've seen massive range of calcs for about the catastrophe. It all depends on like the speed, how much energy, how big you think it is. But outside of that, yeah, I can see the arguments. Jeez, it's a big old jump though. At least multi-continental with Excalibur, Slice of Parts, Bait, Chandler, and Cusack, though they regenerate with ease. That is accurate. Match and overwhelmed God Zeldris, who was far superior to, but somewhat weaker than his base, but somewhat weaker than Esterosa. Ooh, interesting. Possibly far higher because of overwhelmed Zeldris and Soul of Meliodas, even though it's unclear whether or not they were actually damaged or simply holding back against Arthur as they later produced an aura that terrified the human souls in Excalibur. They were definitely suppressed. There is no doubt about that. But okay, multi-continental Excalibur Arthur. Okay. I'm still wondering. It's got to be off of Ludishell. If I had to hazard a guess, it has to be off of Ludishell, right? Because I'm not sure where else you get multi-continental from. Because this is pre any of the end of series world destroying stuff and pre any of the chaos lore. So like, I'm assuming that just comes from they finally gave my boy Ludishell his due credit. Because I can't imagine anything else. I'm not thinking of like a big mid-series feat that would get anyone up to multi-continental unless you start using Tarmiel. But then again, they don't necessarily count that's weird though. Because technically, if that's the case, he shouldn't just be 4A with creation, he should just be 4A. Personally, I'm in the camp that creation equals destruction, if not is greater, because it takes more energy to create something that doesn't destroy something, but once again, we'll get to that. Z post-resurrection, large planet level, absorb the full power of chaos and awoke his magically in power, can alter reality on a whim, and is capable of harming post-purgatory, yep. War, including version of Camelot, far more powerful than Cat, the latter absorbed fragment chaos, and one-shot, yep. Once again, I'm assuming that's upscaling from the Demon King, Supreme Deity, them creating the realms, right? Once again, I do kind of wish I'll do a more like in-depth review before I do another one of these Versus Battle Wiki reviews. I'll go through and just see if I can find the arguments they make to get these characters to these levels. Don't get me wrong, I'm fine with it, and there are a couple ways to do it. Either you upscale from Tarmiel and just go with the idea of the multiplier of Tarmiel's multi-continental. Then you do that upwards of 8 times with the Supreme Deity, bada bang, bada boom, and then you do the mathematics from there. Or you just use the upper limits of the Supreme Deity and the Demon King, creating their own respective realms, whether you think they have a star or not. But for large planet level, you just assume that they don't have a star. They're just a planet with 2 moons in the case of the Demon King, and like depending on how you scale the size of the planet and the size of the moons, you can get large planet level just on a pure creation feat, and their creation should be relative to the destruction capabilities, because, you know, they created it, they could also destroy it. So like, there are levels, there are ways, but I want to know how Versus Battle Wiki does it, and I want to know why you keep screaming. Why?
Why must you do this to me?
Why would you betray me like this? Why would you yell? Let's see. Large planet level form of powerful. No, let's see. 4 Knights of the Apocalypse. At least moon level. Why did he get weaker? Why did he get weaker? Wait, how did he go from large planet level down to moon level plus? Why did he go? That's a little weird. Large planet level of chaos. Oh, okay. So I guess they're just talking about like base human Arthur. I guess. But even then, like base 4 Knights of the Apocalypse Meliodas and hard large Umar Meliodas. That Meliodas has to be, at bare minimum, he has to be as strong as his end of series original self. Which I think with the low ball, you can put him at large planet level. So that's an interesting one. I wouldn't say moon level. I'd just stick with the large planet level. But hey, it'd be like that. Would it be like that? It wouldn't be like that. Let's see. Multi-solar system level with creation. He created Camelot with a starry sky in his short time. So they took it. They let it be a little bit valid. Okay. Toast girl a little bit. Yeah, that's the big thing. However, though, once again, I can understand. Let me see. What is their context for creation? We'll find out at another time, because there's no link there. But with that being the case, I'm always in the camp that if you can create something, and you have access to that energy at all times, you are likely able to output that same energy in a destructive fashion. Most likely on a potency scale, maybe not on an exact eradication scale, but I think if you're able to create a star, you likely have the ability to destroy a star. That was my whole basis for the lore meta. Supreme Deity, made a star, in the Celestial Realm, Supreme Deities, blah, 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 blah. Y'all have heard this story from me 1,000 times before over my years. But with that being the case, I'm personally in that same camp with Arthur, too. He created a multi-solar system level area. And notably, that starry sky is one of the subspaces of Camelot. And it's presumed he made Camelot pretty much all at once, maybe adding on new subworlds every single time he gets a new member or a new loyalist. But that's about it. Bro's just pooping them bad boys out like that. So he has all that energy, and energy to spare by maintaining it. Obviously, you can make counter-arguments to that with the whole wishing energy argument, but still, that's weird and needs to be further clarified on. Arthur's presumably doing all this with his own power, meaning he could likely destroy it all with his own power. But I know people don't like creation equaling destruction. I don't get it, though, because, like, but then again, no. Here's the thing. In contrast, I'm about to bring up, like, Arceus, for example. Like, Arceus is the creator of the Pokemon multiverse. The arguably infinite, if not, like, however many game copies there are, and with how many game copies there are of Pokemon, they're, like, literally, it might as well be infinite. Not really. There's a large difference between a game copy sold and how many, universes there are in an infinite universe. But Arceus just created the universe, right? Why are we calling him multi-solar system, or multiversal, if he just created it? But we do literally see him take the concepts of space and time, destroy them in front of Cynthia, and recreate them immediately. So, like, there's the destruction feat for the creation feat. So I guess that's why they view it that way for Arthur, because he's only shown the ability to create it. Doesn't mean he can destroy it, but like... I don't know. Especially considering we see that Arthur's able to collapse dimensions just as easily as Kath was able to create them, while both were wielding incomplete fragments of chaos. Presumably, if Arthur wanted to, he could just raise Excalibur and just... and then suddenly the entire chunk of Camelot is gone. Like, the whole chunk of the verse just disappears. He could presumably do that. But once again, we'll go with the innocent until proven guilty hypothesis or standard, where, yeah, he's multi-solar system level on the creation side, but until we see him destroy it, he can't destroy it. That would mean, though, that anyone who could damage him could damage someone who has multi-solar system levels of energy in him. So I'm interested to see how this scales to other characters. But to be fair, though, we haven't seen any character damage a Chaos Amped Arthur. We haven't yet. We haven't seen full power, full chaos, Excalibur wielding Arthur fight or be damaged by anybody. So this kind of exists in its own little nebulous safe space until we see Arthur actually get damaged. So I'll let it slide. What do you guys think? Do you guys think creation is equal to, if not superior to, destruction? Do you think it's infinitely lesser? What do you guys think? I don't know. I always view it as more. Because, like, it's literally impossible to create more energy. So by doing that, you're actually creating energy. Which is infinitely more impressive than breaking apart bonds. At least in my opinion. You're literally making something from nothing. Which is much more impressive than reducing something into smaller somethings. But, once again, that's me. Tell me what you guys think. Let's see. Speed, Master Labor Sonic, fought even speeds with Hendrickson. Yep, just the early lightning timer meta. Sub-relativistic with Excalibur, capable of surpassing Shenlong Kusek with his speed, possibly relativistic. Kept up with Assault Meliodas, so it's unknown if he was at full speed. Most certainly he was not. But that's intriguing. Relativistic, once again, just going lower than the Ludishell stuff. You argue Shenlong Kusek are inferior to Ludishell. You argue Mel and Zell were suppressing themselves because we don't see them go all out. It wouldn't make sense for them to go all out. Either of them in that scenario, they're just messing around. The moment they flex a little bit, the human souls get scared. So I can understand relativistic for Excalibur Arthur. FTL. He with Chaos Cat, at least FTL. Far faster than Demon Tristan, who kept up with Demon Meliodas. Oh. A little bit low. I was hoping for at least FTL plus. But we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. I think it's not the craziest because in the data books it say that Ludishell moves at the speed of light, and then Zeldris transcends that, and then Zeldris would get Perception Blitzed by the One, and then the One gets transcended by Meliodas, and then Meliodas gets transcended by Gas. So like there are levels to it. And I think if you just start like stacking the speed, and especially if you start including the blitzes, that would go from like even just a relativistic Arthur all the way up to characters like a current Arthur, I think you could definitely get much higher than FTL. I do think that's a little bit, but once again, hey, once the verse was capped at massively hypersonic for years on versus Battle Wiki, so the fact that we're even acknowledging Lightspeed metas, beautiful. I'm happy. Oh, this is some good stuff. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Durability, yep. That's gonna get a skill to attack potency. Oh.
Interesting. I see what you're doing here, good sir.
They don't say his durability scales to his creation attack potency. Alright, I'll leave with it. I'll rob with it. Once again, if you're just going with creation not being equal to destruction, even though he has the energy doesn't mean he could contain that energy. Well, let's see. That doesn't make sense to me, though. How do you have the energy to do something, but I guess are not as durable as the energy you can whatever. That's fine. I'm still fine with it. Large planet level durability with Chaos, and we eat those. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, a little snack on the side. Stamina, superhuman, range, extended range, range, interplanetary, yup. Honestly, you could legit, like, you can argue that his range is, like, interdimensional. Like, especially if it's implied, like, based on what Kath says, he was just going to eat everything. He was going to eat everything and reduce it down to nothing. That includes the separate spatial dimension. Obviously not like spatial dimensions as in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th dimension. But, like, remember, every single, like, little sub-realm in Seven Deadly Sins is its own space. Not time space. The only separate time space is purgatory. But if you assume that Kath, with all of Chaos's power, was going to eat, annihilate, and devour purgatory, and eat and annihilate and devour the demon realm, the celestial realm, the fairy realm, that's interdimensional. But still, I'll rock with interplanetary once again. Though even then, if he's able to create multi-solar system level structures, possibly even galactic structures, depending on how you interpret those star distances, he should be high, but we'll let it rock. We'll let it rock. Once again, this is, I'm so happy. Weaknesses, can I even optimistic to a fall, because he'll able to fight, no notable, yes. Yep, okay, yeah. We don't really have much of Arthur for his weapons or any of his new techniques, so he hasn't really got to fight too much. So overall, look at versus Battle with Killia. Versus Battle with Killia. Ooh, that was so weak. I'm gonna say it's worthy though. I'm definitely liking the upgrades. I'm interested, once again, once the series progresses more and once we get more Arthur feats, I'm interested to see how much higher they're gonna let him go. Because they already got him relatively high. I'm going to do more research into how they get to certain levels, though, just so I can solidify it before I start doing other analysis and reviews of other profiles, because I do want to start doing this again. This could be a little bit fun. But overall, a very, very, very W-Wiki page. However, that's what I think. Please let you guys think in the comment section down below. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please do me a favor and make sure that you leave Chaotic King in the comment section down below. Chaotic King. And thank you so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure the notification bell so you not miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon below where you can support me for as low as $1 a month. Things like exclusive videos, the content, and more. You'll also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. So those perks include the live reaction to the very next chapter of Fortnite the Apocalypse, ad-free variations of all my videos, and if you become a $25 patron or a $25 member, you can order whatever video you want. Now, thank you so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And this is Dago the Pencil, writing off. I'd like to give a thank you to our $3 members: Chrono Plays, Greyhound, Akids Void, Astro, Eternal Flame, Red Wolf 4765, King Sukuna, NMA, Real Rare, and Paris Arnold. I'd like to give a thank you to our $5 patrons: Super Gamer Q, Steron, Sean, Sammy, Oexian, Midnight Lord 21, Kevin, Encarnacion, Josh Brown, and Igneo. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $7 member, Autumn Mornings Lazo. And I'd like to give a thank you to our $10 members, Jay Warrior and Robbie Uchiha. And I'd like to give a big ol' thank you to our $10 patrons, Panda Goat, Joaquin Munoz, and Idem Okami. And I'd like to give a gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, China Doll 09. I'd like to give another gargantuan thank you to our $25 patron, Calvin Elder.